Good afternoon, Mafi.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay, Miss Mafi, can you tell me about yourself?
I am Afi Galvan. I am 30 years old and I am single.
Okay, I have few questions for you to answer, so let's start. Why do you want to work as a maid?
I want to work as a maid because I have a passion to serve people.
Why you choose Malaysia when there is a lot of other country?
I chose Malaysia because it was a great place and it was nearest country in the Philippines.
How are you qualified for this job?
I am qualified for this job because I am hardworking.
May I know what your education level is?
I am graduated as a Bachelor of Christian Education.
What is your recent experience?
I do taking care of babies and taking care of old women.
Have you worked abroad before? If yes,
Yes,
please tell the place and how many years you worked for.
I work in Kuwait for almost 3 years.
Do you have experience of taking care of baby or elderly people? If yes, please indicate the details.
I taking care of 4-month-old baby and a 70-year-old woman.
Do you have any other special skills?
I do play violin.
Are you willing to learn new skills?
Yes, I am willing.
Are you willing to work with a family where the mother-in-law or any relatives stay together?
Yes, mom.
Currently, are you still working?
No, mom.
Do you know how to cook?
Yes, mom.
What sort of food can you cook?
I cook Filipino food and Arabic food. In Filipino food, I cook adobo, pochero, pancit. In Arabic food, I cook mashbush diyay, laham diyay.
Are you aware that you will have to do washing, cleaning, ironing, and cooking?
Yes, mom.
From all the house chores, which do you like most?
I like the most of the taking care of baby.
You're not allowed to use handphone during working hours.
Yes, mom.
You are only allowed to use handphone after you finish all the works and when going to bed.
Yes, mom.
You are strictly needed to surrender the handphone to your employer in the morning, and your employer will return back to you once you're going to bed.
Yes, mom.
If ever your employer finds out that you're abusing of using your handphone and it's affected your work performance, your employer will confiscate your handphone and you're not allowed to hold it anymore. Instead, your
Yes.
employer will allow you to call to your family 3 times in a month. You're only allowed to bring normal phone and you're not allowed to bring smartphone. Are you agreed for the terms and conditions?
Yes, ma'am, I agree.
Are you aware to the rules and regulation for the handphone?
Yes, ma'am.
How many years is the contract as you agreed and understand?
2 years.
Can you describe for me your ethics?
I am hardworking, trustworthy, and polite.
How can you assure to us that you will work hard in Malaysia?
I will work in Malaysia by heart and I will serve for the future employer.
Can you promise not to use the telephone without the permission of your employer?
Yes, ma'am, I promise.
Can you promise not to put on makeup but to dress properly while work?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to invite friends and relatives without the consent of your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to ask for advance salary from your employer under any circumstances?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you really understand of the rules and regulation of the agency?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you pay any placement fee for you to come to Malaysia to work as a maid?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any history of sickness, example breast cancer or any other illness?
No, ma'am.
Do you suffer from any skin diseases, allergy, or physical defect?
No, ma'am.
Have you suffered from any serious illness?
No, ma'am.
Have you undergone any operation?
No, ma'am.
Are you medically fit?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you in any medication?
No, ma'am.
Are you allergic with any food?
No, ma'am.
Are you prepared to work for the employer of any race?
Yes, I'm prepared.
Are you prepared to eat the type of food taken by your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you afraid of being left alone in the house?
No, I am not afraid.
Are you afraid of dogs or other pets?
No, ma'am.
Can you promise to work according to instruction from your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any immediate family working in Malaysia?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Miss Mafi, we have finished our question section. Let's go to case study. I have a case study for you and I want you to answer me truthfully. Okay,
Yes.
once upon arrival in Malaysia within 6 months, if ever any of your family members passed away, what will you do? Will you continue to work till finish your contract or you will go back?
I will continue to work.
Tell us about yourself and why do you want to work in Malaysia as domestic helper?
I want to work in Malaysia as a domestic helper because I uh, I like to serve people and I want Malaysia.
Okay, Miss Mafi, what do you want to tell to your employer who watching your video?
Good day, madam. I am a trustworthy person and I am honest. I want to serve you and your family. I am your future housemaid. I am Mafi Galvan.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Mafi. We will update to your agency if there is any selection made by the employer.